Hi everyone, welcome back. It's Prince and Nikki here. It's good to see you back on the channel. We've been away for a little while now, haven't we?
Yeah. Summer holiday's over. Back to work.
Back to the grind. But yes, thank you for coming back. Today's episode we're going to be at Lashibi project, and we just wanted to bring you an update on where they're at. So today's mostly about the first floor casting. If you want to know a bit about this project, we have lots of previous episodes on the channel. This is a 4-bedroomed semi-detached, and there's 2 of those on the one plot, which is 70 by 100. Before we get into the video, I just want to give you all a thanks for sticking with us, for holding out for us for whilst we prepare for the next stage, which will be our roofing stage. If you haven't already done so, hit the like and subscribe button and share the video to help us share the content and continuing.
Yeah, we must say we returned to site last week, but the rain is actually affecting progress of work. So in our last video, we got a few more blocks, about 800 blocks more to finish all the block work. So hopefully this week that will be done. Then towards the end of the month, we should start working on the roof on our own project.
Yes, you'll be seeing more content on Prince and Nikki's own building. The rainy season is upon us and it's causing us a lot of problems.
It is.
But yeah, we continue, and hopefully we'll be able to put something up very shortly for you on that. It's been a while, but we're getting there. So there's one thing I always say about once you get to the first floor is you just tend to get a real eye for the size of a project, don't you? Like when you see the iron rods and the decking, you just kind of you see how vast the size is of something. I mean, this one's quite large, isn't it?
It is. The total development is 6,340 square foot development, or 589 square meters. You're looking at a floor like this first floor. The actual casting area is about 315 square meters, so it's quite huge a building, and that is because it's a 2 semi-detached, 4 bedrooms in each of the building. You have 1 bedroom on the ground floor, living area, kitchen, utility. Then on the first floor you got your 3 bedrooms over there. So it's quite a very huge, very big development.
Yes, it is. And if you want to see some of the 4D images, there are some that's on some of the previous episodes on the Lashibi project. So head over and have a look at those as well. But yeah, I mean, it's coming along really nicely. We're really happy that the client is pushing through. I think he's got a big focus on getting to the roofing stage, and I think it's like most people. I think once you get to the roofing stage, then you've hit the first hurdle, isn't it?
I think it's with the way the material prices are going up in Ghana. If you can afford the means, there's no need to stop until you get to the roof. But yeah, it's just expensive, really.
Yeah.
By the time you wait for a month. But the good news is cement is down by 2-3 cities back, isn't it? It's now about 93 cities selling for the last couple of weeks. So it's good. Let's hope before December it doesn't go up again.
Yeah, and even the roofing sheet you're saying it's coming. The quotation that we had for the roofing is.
They said they'll stay by the quotation they gave to us 3 months ago, which is unusual. But we just got to go back to the market again and retest the market to say where is actually the market is when we'll actually get a quotation for our roof in the next couple of weeks.
So as you can see here, the way this has been done is quite different to what we did on our own project. This was the electrical pipe work that was being put in prior to the casting. This is part of what the client brief was. They wanted the electrical work to be put in the floor slab. So here we go with the pipe work being put in.
Yeah, I think it's another debate. When do you put your pipes in? I think if you're gonna if you are not doing a false ceiling, then it's the right time to put it in. But if you're going to do a false ceiling, particularly in our case, we'll be doing plasterboard ceiling all the way through. So there is no need to pull the pipes in before casting, but most people do it before the casting.
It's tricky, isn't it, when you see how they have to try and manoeuvre everything in between the iron rods. It's definitely a challenge, that's for certain. You see at this stage it's quite busy at the moment on the site. You have the electrical, you also have the plumbing that's on there. You can see the plumbing works for one of the bathrooms there. And then you've also got the steel benders, so it's quite a busy time.
Yeah, it is, because we're working on a tire project, wanted to cast it. The client was about to travel and wanted it to be casted before, so just get everyone on site. It's a big building, working from the older end, just to get it completed on time. Even you see they start setting out the foam work for the casting.
So this what you see here is the day before they was doing the casting. So you can see they've got the frames set up there ready for the next day when they were doing the casting.
Yeah, that gantry is very important. You must make sure you use a very strong wood, because what you don't want is when you pull your concrete out, that failing, because there has been instances whereby on some people's project where that has failed when by a strong wood has not been used. So I think it's these guys, when they came, they thought they could finish everything on the Friday before the casting on the Saturday, but no, they couldn't. So you will see us when we go into the casting part, the electrician and the plumbers were still on site trying to get all their pieces done.
Yes, it was a very long day. As you see here, this is where the building splits between the two. So you have two sets of staircase, and once the stair landing is being cast, there will be the two courses of blockwork that goes up between the two of them.
The dividing wall or parting wall will be built later. This process is just to let them easy to maneuver between the two buildings.
So it's nice to see the regular guys are on the site. I'm beginning to learn all the different people that are regular faces now. As you know, from if you've been with us for a while, you'll know that we started off doing our own project and we've ended up obviously helping a few different people with their projects now. And obviously subsequently registering P&D Construction Limited, which we've set up to help for reassurance really. Everyone likes to pay to a legitimate company and doing it the proper way. So we've set that up, but obviously it's nice to see that we were able to provide employment to people and give people that regular stability. Some of these guys, they was doing Galamsey before as well, weren't they? So
some of them were, but I think it's a constant flow of work. Every since we have the company going, we are always on a site every day. We're trying to make them just work Monday to Friday, but that's been proving challenges, and so
people, if the work is there, they like to work Saturday. So, they want to push for Sunday.
So Sunday we say no. Sunday is a day for rest. Go to church or whatever you do.
Yeah, I think the main focus is just trying to do slow and steady and helping sure that we do good quality. We don't want to push and rush things. This is something that we're serious about and we're passionate about. So we continue. There's lots of little things in the background that's going on. It's nice to see that a lot of you in different countries are contacting us and wanting to start doing your own designs. So we have a few designs that's going on at the moment. So we're hoping that they'll be able to break ground on those soon. It's just everyone's so excited about the designing stage. So we have lots of things in the pipeline coming up.
Yeah, we have queries also about just providing supervision on site, because there are some people who said to us, we already got our builders on site, but we only want supervision and stuff. Yeah, we're doing that. Mark is doing that. So if you need a help or you just want some site inspection to see if the quality of what they're doing to you is according to the drawing, please, hesitate just to contact us. We'll be able to help.
Yeah, we've even gone to help with some corrections and things, isn't it? And where things have not gone so well for people, unfortunately. But Yeah, we're happy to help. There's lots of things that we're skilled in and we can help you along the way. But I think the main focus is for everyone is just to try and get on with the projects and keep things moving.
Yeah, as we always say, is even if you haven't got no background with construction, if something doesn't look right, just ask the question. Keep pushing your builder until they get things right.
So in terms of materials for casting then, we had 243 bags of cement used for this, and as Prince said previously, it was 6,340 square feet, so it's a very large development. In terms of stones, we had 3 trips of 18-ton trucks and 3 trips of sand, the same 18-ton. And in terms of water, we had delivery of 5 trucks.
Yeah, the 5 trucks. So you see those water drums over there. So the trucks comes with 2 of them. So we use 10 of those drums you can see over there in total. The delivery tanker delivery 5 times.
There was a little bit of a panic because the day went along on this, wasn't it, in terms of the materials?
Yeah, I think it was close, isn't it? It was very, 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 very tight. But yeah, luckily everything went well. They were able to finish, though it was a very, very long day.
Very long day. And one of the things what we found with this, with the casting, I know, as we always say before in some of the videos, that one of the challenges that we found in our own project is the way it's done is what people want to do it like, and that's not always the case. Sometimes you foresee things that need to be done differently, and it's hard trying to express what needs to be done. And with the floor casting, the standard is 6 inch, and it doesn't always work.
No, I think it's the issue with the 6 inches we see with most people is you do the exactly 6 inch, and it doesn't cover all your pipes. You see all your WC pipes, all your pipes works that you put in for the toilet are exposed. And then the builder will tell you, oh, don't worry, you do a screed to cover it. But the question is, if you are there's a minimum coverage of the iron rods, and for you to get a very good stable floor, we tend to go for a minimum thickness of 8 inches. It's more cement, but it means that everything is well covered. There will not be any issue of weakness in the floor when you walk on the floor. Then you can see that the floor is not very strong, particularly where in Ghana we tend to use what we call ourselves secret beams. So when you put all these secret beams in and it's only 6 inch, it defeats the purpose. So I think all the casting we work on our own project and all those we're doing is average thickness of the slab is about 8 inches, because we think that gives a proper stability for the slab.
But also, you see that it ends up being a lot of retrospective corrections as well, because when it's not thick or the pipes are showing, then you have to go back and make corrections with that later down the line. And also when you go to all this trouble of doing the floor slab, leveling it nice, and then you have to do, a very thick screed, get it straight and smooth again. So yeah, if you get the floor slab very thick, I think then you don't always need a screed.
I think the screed is purpose of the screed is to get the whole floor level properly, because when you casting, you will not get the level you need necessarily. But if you got a very good base finish level, you can omit your screed and just do your tiling, provided you're not going to run all your pipes on the ground floor, because there are some pipes you see it's a spaghetti junction, isn't it? There's a lot of pipes on the floor for cables, but I don't know why they do that. It's a bit more money to run your cables above the ceiling to draw them where you need, but I don't know, everyone just seems to run a lot of cables in the floor. You end up doing a lot of screeding. Some people do screed over 100 mils just to cover those cables on the floor.
Yeah, I mean, guys, let us know. Obviously, a lot of you are already building, doing your projects, or you're thinking about it. What are your thoughts? Comment in the descriptions below. Let us know what your thoughts are on how you've managed to dealing with how you're doing your project. Have you run your electrical cables throughout the beams and things? It's a case of we want to challenge how things are done and think about cost saving and moving methods forwards. That, you know, there's different methods done all around the world, and we want to use different things, don't we, as well? So let us know your thoughts anyway. Do you think we should stick to how things are done there, or we can use everyone's experience worldwide? Because we've got a few different clients that we're working with, and Germany, America, and they also have great experience and knowledge in different areas. And if we all come together and share those and put together some fantastic buildings, it can save cost, but also the integrity of the building. It can only be great.
Yeah, I think to me it's more about cost benefit, value for money. So if you can do something cheaper and achieve the same value, there is no need to do it the same way, because that is what people always do. We made that decision. We were not running any of our cables in the slab or on the floors, because I don't want to spend money doing screed, because what we do in Ghana is actually not screed. I call it's another slab. It's another concrete being casted, because it's not your usual sand and cement screed that you see elsewhere in the world.
Yeah, I mean, it's different. It's certainly different, and we had to get our head around it, as you can see with this, where people have had their designs done and they're using the brief that they've already had. We're happy to work with people on how they want it, but early on, if we're doing the designing and we're working with people, we're exploring different methods and trying to build a structurally strong building, but also cost benefits as well. So just let us know in the comments below what your thoughts are on this and how you've experienced with building. Even if you're building abroad, how have you managed to strike a balance? We do want to thank you for sticking with us today and coming back to watch our videos, and for continue watching these building episodes whilst we prepare to do our roofing on our own project. It's not easy, but we continue pushing through, and we want to thank you for joining us and to support us. Do hit the subscribe button. We continue to monitor the subs, and we're still at, what is it, 70%? So we can't seem to get below the 70% mark. So if you are watching us and you're one of the 70% that aren't subscribed, please do. It doesn't cost you anything, but it helps us to grow the channel as well. So thank you for watching, everyone.
Subscribing is the best way to support us. Subscribe, like, and share.
Yeah, we look forward to seeing your comments below, and we'll interact with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Just watch the end as the guy tried to finish the last bit of the work, which is the stairs.
Just moving out. Yeah. Thanks, guys. It's been great.